What's up, guys? Lewis Howes here, and in this video, we're going to talk about how to take your brand mainstream. Now, why mainstream? Why do you want to have a bigger, more mainstream brand? Well, a few things, because this is going to help you make more money. It's going to get you premium pricing. It's going to make you bigger speaking fees. It's going to allow you to charge more for the services and products that you have. So the goal is to actually always work towards being mainstream friendly, and more well-known, more influential in your industry. So we're going to talk about 6 key ways to go mainstream to build your business and brand today. Number 1, the first key is to write a best-selling book or a noteworthy book. So I've got a book called The School of Greatness, and it's a New York Times bestseller. And the whole strategy around writing a book for me was to become a New York Times bestseller. When I hit the New York Times bestseller list, I became instantly more mainstream. More people reached out to me in terms of brand deals. More people reached out to me to sponsor my content online. More people reached out to me to pay me bigger speaking fees. All these things started to come in because of the mainstream credibility. So the first thing would be to write a mainstream book and to do your best to hit the New York Times bestseller list or to hit any type of bestseller list that you can. Now, obviously, not everyone's going to be able to do that. And you may not want to write a book. And if it's not a book, then you want to have some type of consistent, unique, mainstream content. So you're creating content on a platform that is mainstream, like my podcast, The School of Greatness, is on a big platform. It's credible than just being on my blog. So you want to think of how you can take some type of content and make it mainstream through a book, through consistent content that you post online, but it's got to be unique and it's got to be high level. So that's number 1. Number 2, way to go mainstream is to improve your design. Guys, there is such bad design out there for people who have websites and all people's social media design. You've got to increase this. If you want to be more influential, you've got to look that. You've got to look the part. You just can't have crappy looking design out there. So if you want to increase your fees, make more money, then increase your design. Spend a good amount of time and energy thinking about how can I be the most unique looking site and have the most unique and qualified looking design out there. Do some research and really set an intention of what do I want to represent? What does my brand want to represent? Whether it's yourself or your company, how am I going to be more unique or different and at a different level than the rest of your competition? So really invest in finding the right designer or the right design team to support you in crafting your vision and bringing your design to life. Number 3, if you want to go mainstream, you need to surround yourself with influencers in your industry. If you want to be more influential, hang out with influential people. It's that simple. When I started out in my entrepreneurial journey about 8 years ago, I was a nobody. No one knew who I was. I didn't have any influence in any way, but I started going to all the big events that the influencers were hanging out in my industry. The New York Times bestsellers, the authors, the big entrepreneurs, the people who were getting all the press. I started to go to the events and I hung out with them. I became friends with them by being in their proximity, just by being in their space and other people seeing that and them tweeting me or messaging me online and posting about me. It made me get up to that level and be more influential. Maybe not as influential, but it raised my level of influence. It gave me access. It gave me opportunities, partnerships that allowed me to build my brand and business at such a exponential rate rather than not hanging out with influential brands or individuals. So make sure to spend time with influencers, add value, give them something, promote them, really look out for them and bring them into your inner circle. So become more influential by being friends with influencers. Number 4, you want to become more mainstream, you've got to do what the celebrities do or do what the influencers do, which is they have high-end photography. You don't see celebrities ever posting anything online that's just a crappy photo. They always have some paparazzi photo or something that's this beautiful depth of field and stylistic and nice design with their photography. So you've got to do the same thing with yourself. If you want to be more mainstream, you can't have a photo from 10 years ago that you have on your LinkedIn profile and that's the same photo you use for everything. You've got to get updated photo. Really invest in either a nice camera or find a friend who can take great photos of you every few months. So you have some new images you can share online, on your website, on your marketing materials, or on your social media platforms. You've got to step up the photo game. I'm telling you, you can't just keep using old bad photos. Constantly look for ways to improve the photography you use and put out there to the world. Number 5, you've got to do something outstanding. So you can either partner with a big brand, you can sell your company, you can come up with a new terminology or new strategy and coin a new term. Do something that's unique in the industry, or you can leverage for another brand to make yourself more mainstream. By attaching yourself to one of these things, you're enabling yourself to get more attention, get more people interested in what the thing is you're doing. To figure out, hey, how did he partner with that brand? How did she sell her company? What were the things that they did? So the people will be more interested in talking about you and bringing opportunities to you because you do something outstanding with your business. If you want to get more attention, you've got to be outstanding. You can't just be average doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. Really find unique ways to stand out and be outstanding. And number 6, if you want to become more mainstream, you've got to get mainstream press. Guys, from the early on, I started doing small blogs, trying to do guest posts on other personal development blogs, to bigger news sites like Huffington Post and Forbes and Entrepreneur, to then moving into getting featured in magazines and eventually on TV and anywhere else that I could for mainstream press. First it was local TV, then regional, then national. Here's a magazine cover that I've been on. I've got a few other magazines here that I've been featured in. This all allows me to level up my brand. By getting featured in press, it shows other people you're credible. It shows other people that you're worth talking about. You're someone that I should look into. You're someone that I should follow and learn more about your products, your services, or your brand. The more attention and press you get, the more mainstream you become. Again, the more you can charge, the more you can make, and the bigger your business or brand will be. These are my 6 ways to go mainstream and build your business and brand. I hope you guys use some, if not all of them, to support your personal brand or your company. Use them and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can do that by clicking right here to subscribe, because each week we come out with awesome, epic, and inspiring interviews and messages and videos just for you. So click subscribe right here to get notified of new videos every week. Also, if you enjoyed this specific interview, we've got a lot of great interviews like this that are uplifting and inspiring. So click right here to watch the previous interviews, because the people I've had on are pretty cool and epic as well. So click here to watch previous interviews. Click here to subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon.